So what I'm thinking is that song means it's Wednesday, right?
I think that's what that means.
Yeah. And when we hear that song, that means it's time for Podcast Rewritten.
That means that my brain is just flowing with serotonin.
You you've got plenty of serotonin flowing, so try to keep it on that side.
I'll do my best. I'll do my very best.
I don't want my feet to get wet with all that serotonin.
That is absolutely hysterical. So, anyways, guys,
I'm Ralph.
I'm Annie, and this is Podcast Rewritten.
And we're glad you guys tuned in. Before we get started, though, I would like to welcome our new listeners in, where was it? Estonia?
Estonia, yeah.
Estonia. I'm not sure where in Estonia exactly. I have to check that out. And somewhere else, too. Where was it?
Don't remember. I don't quite remember.
I don't remember either. Why don't you talk about something and I'll check where it was?
All right. Anyways, guys, so I know that I've been posting about it a lot, but that is because we are so absolutely excited to announce that Podcast Rewritten is now on Apple iTunes. So if you haven't already, go check it out and give us 5 stars. That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, you could just search on iTunes Podcast Rewritten and we will come right up.
Is it iTunes or is it Apple Podcasts?
It's both because I searched us on iTunes and we came up. But there is a podcast app on the iPhone that you could also search us up. Either one.
Okay. Well, that other country I was trying to think of was Belgium.
Oh, wow.
Welcome, Belgium. Still no France, by the way.
Still no France. That's
no
disappointing.
France. So maybe you shouldn't use the word fiance.
Fiance. I don't. Yeah. That's how I pronounce it, though.
Maybe you could just say you're betrothed.
I'm betrothed.
No, when you talk about your
betrothed.
fiance, you're betrothed.
Gotcha.
Not that you're betrothed. English is a very confusing language.
Honestly, it is.
Okay, so welcome Estonia and welcome Belgium, and I think we're in 30 different states now in the United States.
That's pretty impressive.
That is pretty. I'm impressed by us.
I'm impressed by us.
We seem to be extremely popular in California. I've never been to California.
Not my betrothed.
Your betrothed is from California. Hilarious.
That's hysterical, honestly.
All right, Annie, what do we have today?
So I wanted to just read a comment really quick, and I think I'm going to start reading comments every week.
Okay.
But here's one that I like from Alec Normal on Instagram. That's his username. And he says, listen to y'all's podcast episodes in a CEO last night. I really love it. I'll be sticking around. So thank you, Alec Normal. That is super nice of you. And a CEO is the best place to listen.
Yeah. I don't know what that means because I'm not that high level yet. So I don't do CEOs.
So I would say that Alec Normal, they were playing the game.
Yeah.
A CEO is just a place to battle.
Okay.
I'm not going to go too far into it.
Gotcha.
But you're not there yet.
I'm not there.
So
I am
let's just say they were listening and playing the game.
And I actually listen to our podcast from time to time while I'm playing Toontown Rewritten.
Do you really?
I do, yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what? Nothing feels better than listening to Podcast Rewritten while you're playing Toontown Rewritten.
Amazing. I love it.
Amazing feelings.
What else we have?
So I think we were going to talk about some unreleased things from Toontown Rewritten.
Yeah,
that was suggested to us.
That was a suggestion. I forgot who suggested it because we got a couple of suggestions on Instagram, and then we got some private messages suggestions, and we got some in our email. But by the way, why don't you give our email out real quick?
So our email is allthingsrewritten@gmail.com.
That is fantastic. So while I was doing some of the research about things that were not released in the final Toontown game, there's a lot of stuff. So I kind of picked a couple I wanted to kind of talk about because I think they're kind of important, and I think that they'll probably interest people. One of the things that was actually written into the game in the files, but was not actually released with the final product. What is that? alpha, no, the
The
beta,
beta.
was a cog animation, okay, of shoes. So after you defeat a cog, right? We don't like to say kill a cog, even though that's kind of what we're thinking about. After you defeat a cog and he explodes, and his cogs go everywhere, all that's left is his shoes. And the shoes turn around and walk away. Well, that never made it to the final release of the game.
Right. And, when you see his shoes walk away after you've defeated him, that's, I would assume, because the game was Disney and aimed towards children. So
Exactly.
you don't, want to think in your kid mind, oh my God, what happened to this cog?
Right.
He's dead.
I just killed him. What if he had like a cog family? Maybe he had a
Right.
cog wife, cog children.
Right. So,
But no.
you see his shoes walk away.
So he just kind of goes and
He's
like
going to
regroups.
gather him. Yeah, exactly.
He's going to gather himself. He's going to go into one of the buildings and sort of like reincarnate, or what do they call it in online games? Respawn.
Something like that. But that never made it into the game.
Something else I thought was kind of interesting, and you thought it was kind of interesting too, about how there were some unreleased houses in the game. You know how you have your estate, you have like, it's just like a regular house, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing special, although it's cool because it's, Toontown rewritten, but it's nothing cool. Wouldn't it be cool if your house was a giant cupcake?
I would absolutely love that.
Okay, what if it was like a giant tiki, like tiki room, I guess, kind of like from the Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom attraction?
That would be awesome.
Okay, what if it was a teepee?
A teepee?
Yeah, a teepee.
That's a furniture piece, actually, in Toontown Rewritten. But if it was an actual teepee, that would be even cooler.
That would be very cool. Okay, last one. What if it was a castle?
A castle? That would be cool.
A castle. I'm talking like Lord of the Rings type medieval fantasy castle.
Oh my God.
That would be my favorite. Now, why this feature was left out, I don't know. But it seems like it would have been something cool, maybe like you can order through the catalog, maybe.
Right.
And just like have your house converted. I know which one you would pick. Wait, don't tell me. You would pick a cupcake, wouldn't you?
I would pick the cupcake
You would
because
pick the
I
cupcake.
like, very cutesy things.
Cutesy things. As far as Disney pin trading, I remember when you were a kid, we had to get you these cupcakes, and each cupcake was like a character, right?
Yeah, like the head was like a character.
Yeah.
They were just very cutesy. That's what I go for. Now, I feel like Toontown and Toontown Rewritten are very focused on like more of like defeating cogs and all of that instead of the clothing and the furniture catalog
Right.
and all of that which is fine because there is some cool stuff still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, what was removed from the game, apparently when you were at your estate, that's what it's called, right? Your estate.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was an occasional airplane that would fly over.
Oh wow.
And that was removed in October of 2010, but they kept in the witch, and the witch occasionally flying over. This was around Halloween time.
Yeah.
She had like a sheet being towed behind her broom that would say Happy Halloween.
Right. Now, like I've said in the past, I was a child when I used to play
You were a
the
child?
Toontown Disney Online. I was once a child.
So was I, but that was a
That
long
was
time
a long
ago.
time ago. No, but when I used to play the Disney version of Toontown, I was younger and I didn't really understand like the main like aspect of the game.
Right.
But I think I do remember the airplane. I feel like I remember it.
Yeah, well, apparently it was taken out in October of 2010.
Which I would have been in like element like 4th or 5th grade,
Yeah.
probably.
You were a cute kid, but that's completely beside the point. So those are the two unreleased / removed features of Toontown. We just kind of wanted to bring those two to light. We'll talk about more next week.
That is very interesting. And you know what? I'm very glad that Josh Plays the Guitar brought that up. That was the person on Instagram that suggested this. And also Sloshed Josh also kind of suggested it. So thank you guys for giving us that suggestion.
Thank you guys. That's awesome.
Awesome. Very cool.
Something else I kind of wanted to discuss that I don't think is really very well known, at least not talked about. A little bit of Toontown lore. When I say lore, I mean Lore.
Right.
Excuse my thick New York accent that some people say I have. It's not that thick anymore. Okay, so when you kind of sit down and play Toontown as a kid, you probably don't pick up on it, but as an adult, you do. Toontown Rewritten, well, Toontown Online originally, and then Toontown Rewritten, is kind of a metaphor for big corporate greed. Okay? And what I mean by that is, so you've got sort of like Toontown Central, and you've got your Toons, and you've got your homes, your estates, and currency is jelly beans, and it's all fun, cutesy. But there's sort of like a darker aspect to it, and that is the world of big business, big corporations taking over the smaller towns, running the mom and pop businesses basically out of business.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this,
Yes.
and I never thought about it that way.
Right.
But that honestly makes so much sense because you have, like, the Robber Baron, the Mr. Hollywood, the Money Bag, just the names.
Yeah, they all represent big business, and they despise Toons because the Toons aren't real serious about life. They use jelly beans as currency. They go to parties, which, by the way, is an
Right.
awesome way to get jelly beans, I think. They're businesses that are on the streets, like Silly Street. What are some other streets? Elm Street.
Punchline Place.
Punchline Place. Even the names of the streets are kind of silly. Well, these cogs represent big business, whether it be attorneys, telemarketers, finance, banks, big business. And what they're doing is they're actually walking through the streets and taking over small businesses, renaming them, growing them, and they all have a very sort of corporate feel, corporate names to them, even that sort of corporate dull gray color. And that's something that if you started out playing as a child, which you did, and I would say 90% of our listeners did, you didn't realize it then, and you probably don't realize it now. But that's kind of the premise of the game.
Right.
It's almost kind of sort of has like a dark undertone to it. So that's something that you never really thought about, huh?
It's honestly not. And, that does make a lot of sense. Something else that's funny to me, which, now completely makes sense, when you go up to a cog, like before you start the battle, I can't think of something off of hand, but just that phrase that they say to you, that dark phrase.
Yeah, like you're gonna get canceled, or
Yeah, something like that.
or a lot of times some of the weapons that they use against you,
Yeah.
like
A tie or like a check, a bounce check,
canceled
something. Yeah.
check, a bounced check, phone calls, all these kind of serious things that as a kid you don't really have to worry about.
It's
but
kind of funny as a kid.
as a kid it's hilarious.
And everything's so colorful, and then you have the
Colorful.
dark
Right.
buildings.
Right. And when I brought this up to you, you were surprised because
I was shocked.
But then you kind of sat and thought about it, right?
Yeah, it's
And
very interesting.
yeah, that's the sort of dark premise background of the game. Now, the most ironic thing about that is that who actually owned Toontown Online?
Disney.
One of the biggest companies on the globe.
Disney owns a lot of things now.
Disney owns everything. I mean, we can just look around this room,
we're in
right here, and Disney. I mean,
I'm looking up, and there's how many Disney ears above us?
Yeah, and books on that shelf.
Star Wars everywhere.
Star Wars book, right? So everything, I would say 50% of the stuff in this room is either manufactured, licensed by, or licensed from the Walt Disney Corporation.
That is mind-blowing and shocking.
And so that's kind of the...
I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining
I'm not
either.
complaining.
I love Disney. So that's just a little bit of Toontown lore. Once again, Lore.
You know what? I want to thank you for bringing that to light because, you know, as much as it makes sense, I don't think that a lot of people realize that.
No. So if you kind of realize that, or if you're just kind of thinking about it right now, let us know. Shoot us an email or comment on the what's
on
it called?
Instagram
Instagrams
or
Twitter. We've got one of those what's it called?
Link
trees.
tree. Yeah, that's in our Instagram bio.
That's in our Instagram bio.
Yeah, so we have a link tree for those of you who don't know. Our link tree is in our Instagram bio, and our Instagram is at Podcast Rewritten.
And did we mention that we are on Apple Podcasts?
We did mention.
We did mention that.
We
I'm
mentioned
getting
that
old
at the
and
beginning.
forgetful. Rate us 5 stars. It really, really helps us out a lot.
Yep.
We are absolutely thrilled to be on Apple Podcasts. Now, previous to that, we were already on Google Podcasts. We were on Breaker,
Anchor,
Spotify, Radio Public, I think it was called.
Yeah.
A couple of other smaller podcast catchers picked us up. That sometimes I'll go on different podcast catchers and search us, and we just pop up. But those are some of the, I'm impressed by us. That's some of the smaller podcast catchers, but the big ones we announce on our Instagram, and I think we're still waiting on approval from a couple of other, and we'll let you know as soon as we get picked up by those platforms.
Yes, so that is extremely exciting. We've been pretty happy about that. Also, we applied for partnership with Toontown Rewritten a couple of weeks ago. So, you know what? We'll see about that. That would be extremely exciting. So that's something else that we're currently trying to do. So you guys' support would mean absolutely everything to us.
That would be fantastic. So we could get kind of like inside info from Toontown directly and bring it to our listeners.
Exactly. And then we can bring it to you guys. So that would just be so amazing. So we'll let you guys know about that.
Yeah.
I think something else that we wanted to talk about was playing Toontown Rewritten on the Mac versus PC.
This is something that I see discussed online all the time.
You know what? So do I. I see people's experiences, whether they're playing on the Mac and the PC, and I've experienced it on both. So I'm going to talk about my experiences.
You are so cool.
Am I?
Both, huh?
Both.
How did you experience it on a Mac?
So my betrothed.
Your betrothed.
My betrothed.
Right. That's what I was testing you right there.
Yeah. He has 2 Macs, and I'm not sure which kind. I think he has what is it called? The Mac Air?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't know a lot about Mac, but I know he has 2 of them. And then I have the PC. So on my PC, before I got the content pack, it used to crash constantly, like every 10 minutes. Now that I have a content pack, Toontown Rewritten never crashes, but we discussed that in a previous episode, so I don't remember which episode we discuss that in?
I don't remember either, but
It
maybe
was one or two episodes ago.
maybe we should talk about it real quick again after you do your comparison.
Yeah, so we'll discuss that here in a second. So anyways, yeah, now that I have a content pack, it never crashes, but Toontown Rewritten used to crash constantly. But on the Mac, it never crashed. Like, I didn't have a content pack. Toontown Rewritten never crashed. But here recently, I've been trying to log in on my betrothed's Mac. And, like, before I even get on the game, it will just crash. Constantly crash. So I can't even get in to try to download a content pack. So I'm not sure what the problem is. I see it discussed a lot, but I've just been playing on my PC since it doesn't crash anymore.
You have one of those fancy schmancy gaming laptops,
I
don't
do.
you?
I have a gaming laptop. It runs Call of Duty Warzone. It runs all kinds of stuff. I play The Sims on there. I have Sims 3 and 4.
I have just a regular Windows-based laptop. It is an i7 processor, which is one of the faster processors, but it's of the older generation. So it's not the latest, but mine crashes as well. I am in the process of installing the content pack, but
Still can't figure it out.
I don't want to discuss it right now.
Okay.
I don't want to discuss it. Maybe I can, maybe I can't.
Okay.
You don't know.
I don't know about I don't know what you do.
You don't know what I do.
I don't know. I don't know your life.
Stay in your lane.
All right. Well, anyways, so back to the content packs. If you didn't already hear, before I had the content pack, my game was crashing constantly, and I have 1 terabyte, so there's no reason that it should be crashing so much. I recently, a couple of weeks ago, discovered content packs. Like, I didn't know what that was. I have the I think it's called At Dusk content pack. If you don't know what it is, you should totally go look it up. I'm not going to get too much into it. It will change your life.
Yeah, we actually did
Like half
a
an episode.
segment on the content packs. Just go back in our episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
episode
like 1 or 2
4.
episodes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
What?
Maybe 4.
What are we on now? 6?
6. This is our 6th episode.
So it's probably episode 4.
4, maybe. But yeah, now that I have the content pack, no crashing. I haven't crashed once. It's been a couple weeks.
Good for you, Annie. I still crash. Annie, what did you do this week on Toontown?
So this week I finished a task. I had to defeat 700 cogs, and I finished that, and now I'm able to carry 250 jelly beans. I don't want to talk about my other tasks because I am still working on the dollar mint task and the bouillon mint task, and the parkour killing me. I've been working on it like little by little, but I'll do like $2 mints here and there, and like
Dollar menu? What did you just say?
dollar mints.
Oh, I thought you said the dollar menu.
McDonald's.
Yeah, because I'm about to get hungry if you start talking about that. Everything you just said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Dollar mints and what was it? Bouillon
mint.
And I don't do any of that. I'm not that advanced yet. I'm still working on my lure tracks, Lure. Defeated another building with Annie's help this week, and some mysterious stranger who helped us do a building and then gave us a bunch of jelly beans.
Yeah, they must have done a CFO and had some beans, and they gave them to us. So that was super nice.
Did you say they saw a UFO?
No, they did a CFO.
Oh, a CFO.
Yeah.
Chief Financial Officer.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's just another thing you can do. It's in the Cashbot HQ. And when you get there, I'll help you. But, yeah, that was super nice. So I think it was like one of the dino or alligator tunes.
Yeah. So I logged on the other day, and I was in a strange place. Let me just paint a picture for you, okay? I am still a novice player. I'm still a beginner. My laugh track is 34, I think.
I think you're 34, yeah.
And so I log on, and I'm in like a dark, cavernous place. It looks like hell, okay? Hell.
I know how you got there.
It looks like hell. I don't know where I am, how I got there. All sorts of crazy stuff's going on around me. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, there's people around me, and they start talking to me like, let's go. I'm like, I didn't join the army.
No, I know how you got there.
Okay. So I'm panicking. How did I get here? Where am I? Who am I? I cannot be here.
What happened to Toontown Rewritten?
Exactly. What happened to Toontown Rewritten? I was in this dark, scary, misty, smoke-filled place. I'm like, what am I doing here? And then I said to myself, yeah,
That is
laugh
my
it
bad.
up. Laugh it up. Here's what happened, people. Our Instagram, our Twitter, I figured this out all on my own before you even say anything.
It's just hysterical.
Annie logs into my account sometimes to take pictures for Instagram. Is this what happened?
This is
Am I
exactly
on the right
what
track?
happened. You are on the right track.
Okay. So obviously Annie wanted a cool picture of my TOON.
I take care of the social media, you guys. Like, I am the one who, like, I'll log into both of our accounts and
Right.
stuff, and I set up the tunes and stuff.
So Annie must have wanted my TOON. What's my guy's name?
Loud Jester, Tricky Twist.
A picture of him in hell, because that's where I was. Okay? I was in
You
hell.
were in the Cellbot HQ.
Was I?
Yes. I forgot to move you, and I actually thought about that. I was like, look, he probably doesn't have teleport access here, so I should put him back, like,
How did I get
wherever you...
How did I get there? What did you do?
I teleported you. So I ran to the playground.
Yeah.
And then actually I couldn't teleport you because you don't have you
I
can't
don't.
get there.
No.
So I had to run both of us. Well, I
Oh.
teleported my tune because I have teleport
And
access.
then-
and then I had to run you over
then
there.
you ran me. So
Yeah, I ran you
where is this Cellbot HQ?
in Daisy Gardens. So I had to run you to because you don't have teleport access to Daisy
Okay.
Gardens.
No, I don't.
I thought about bringing you back to where you were, but then I completely forgot.
But you didn't. Because
I should just
woke
get
up-
on your account and surprise you and put you. I'm just kidding.
Well, you actually did surprise me. You sent me dragon wings, which I love, by
Yep.
the way, and you sent me alien eye sunglasses.
Yep.
I look so cool. I think. So if anybody sees me running around, I normally hang out Donald's Dock.
Donald's Dock.
You see me now, I'm a duck with dragon wings and alien eyes. Say hi. You can't miss me.
Do you know how to change your outfit?
I have no clue how to change my outfit.
You have a trunk and a closet, and you just walk up to it in your estate, and you can change your outfit.
Oh, I had no idea. What I usually do is when you send me stuff in that mailbox,
Yeah, it just
I
goes
take it
on.
out and it just instantly appears on me.
Yeah, well, now that you have a couple things, you can choose what you want to wear.
Why would I want to wear anything but dragon wings and alien
Alien
eyes?
glasses. That's hysterical.
And I got some kind of hat on now. Did you send me a
I
hat?
sent you a purple hat and purple shoes,
That's
I think.
it.
So if you want to switch between the green ones.
I only want my, so now I have green Air Force Ones and purple Jordans.
Yep.
Gotcha. Perfect. Just what I need.
Yeah. That's so funny.
What
I
else
can't
we have?
believe I left you there.
You left me in hell.
And then you went on the Instagram and figured it out. That's so funny.
I figured it all out, and then I put down my big black hole
Yeah.
and went to what's it called? Where can I
Donald's
teleport?
Dock,
to?
I think.
I can't even.
Oh no!
teleport there.
Now you have because I was on again, and now you have teleport access to Chippendale's Acorn Acres. I
I
think.
don't even know what that is, but I got myself out of there. I put down the big hole.
big-
After I
big
figured it
black
out,
hole.
people are talking to me, telling me, "Let's go," and
You were just concerned about
I
where
panicked.
you were.
I panicked. I took out my big hole, threw it down, and went to Toontown Central. Is that what it's
Oh
called?
man, yeah.
Toontown Central. That's
so
where I
sorry
went.
about that.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Well, it's looking like we're about to get out of here, and we're gonna go play some Toontown.
I'm
so...
definitely gonna go play some tunes. I better not be any place else but where I left my Tricky Twister. Is that his name?
Loud Jester, Tricky
Loud
Twist,
Jester.
Party Crasher.
I better be right where I'm at.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? That was a great episode. So I think
Yes.
we're about to get out of here, guys.
We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.